What we did today at Cafe Kubal is take people through espresso and milk and latte art in that order. That was a practical part of our day. We started with just with basics about making espresso, explaining exactly why each step was important, with preparation of the coffee inside the portafilter, the ratios of extraction and time and temperatures and things like that. And then we did the same treatment with milk, and with the two of those ingredients being prepared correctly, we then combined them to create latte art. Everybody that was here today was pretty much a beginner, and it's sort of an advantage because you can get them doing the right things the first time instead of having to retrain them to get rid of old habits. So what I told them is every step that we're doing today is putting you on the right course. We're setting the coordinates. Our trajectory is for excellence in coffee. The espresso and the milk is just one aspect of that. With espresso, we're training them to create a certain way. We are training them to prepare it with fresh ground coffee, to distribute the coffee with their hands evenly, and then compact it evenly by their tamping method. And then it is ready to be brewed by the espresso machine in a balanced way. We were able to give people steaming milk appropriately so that we ended up with dense, sweet milk instead of big bubbled, tasteless foam milk. With latte art, we have a interesting interplay between the two ingredients that we've been trained to produce well. It requires that a barista be smooth in their motions and be in tune with what's happening in the cup. In your hand you have this perfectly textured, dense, sweet milk, and then in the other you have the espresso. So when combining them, your job as someone who is pouring this latte and creating latte art is to combine it in such a way that the milk floats onto the surface and across the surface of the beverage in a pattern that is a lot like rings on a pond after a stone's been thrown in. The compounding of those rings and then the slicing through with the final pour, the final cut through, creates a symmetrical design that we know is a rosette. Variations on this floating milk that we create these patterns with, like you can create heart patterns, you can create leaf patterns, multiple versions of those too. Every little movement counts. Little quirks here and there with people that have never made espresso before or latte art before. It's quite an adventure because it's very unnatural. Never thought you'd grow up to be doing anything like you did this afternoon. You find that once you get your muscles used to it, it becomes second nature. So hopefully with all the techniques they learned with the espresso today and with the milk preparations, they'll take that and start learning more and more, and they'll become themselves a little bit more smooth and expert. So it's exciting to be here and train people and get them a little bit more excited about coffee and the people serving coffee.